The most news in the morning. CNN's American Morning. Weekday, 6 a.m. Eastern.
When people ask you, why did you choose Malawi, you like to say, I didn't, it chose me. What do you mean by that?
I mean that I think it was a situation of just, being in the right place at the right time. I was at a stage in my life where I really was looking out and saying, I've been so blessed with so many great things in my life, and I feel like it's my turn or my time to give back in any way that I can. And I was thinking about adopting. That was one aspect, but I didn't really know where. And I also thought, where can I be of service in the world? And right around that time, I got a phone call, and I say this in the documentary, from a friend who said that this woman was trying to reach me. She was desperate to speak to me. She was born and raised in Malawi, and could he give her my phone number? And I said yes. I mean, he filled me in a little bit. So then she got on the phone, and she was so impassioned. Her name was Victoria Keelan, and she was so impassioned about what was going on in Malawi. And she explained to me that there were, at the time, of course there's more, but at the time that there were over 1 million children who had been orphaned by AIDS, and that an entire generation had been wiped out, and it was in a state of an emergency, and children were living in desperate situations. And she knew that I wrote children's books, and she knew that I had children, and so she said, look, you have a voice. People pay attention to what you say and do. We're desperate. You need to help us. And I couldn't say no. So.
But that first conversation, I was so struck by this. That first conversation, I know you very sort of sheepishly said, I'm sorry, I can't even, I don't quite know where Malawi is.
Yes.
She hung up on you.
Yes, I did. Well, I'd never heard of it before. I just never heard of it. I've heard of a lot of countries in Africa where there's civil unrest, and or where I've heard about famine or this, that, and the other, but I'd never heard of Malawi. And so when I said that, I think I insulted her. And
so she hung up on you?
Yes, she did.
And how did you respond to that?
I think she also hung up out of frustration with just the situation. She was crying on the phone, and the whole package got to me. When someone hangs up on you.
Yes, I do.
Yes. So,
but that must have really propelled you to say, hey, I'm going to take some time and learn about this.
Yes, so I
country.
went on an investigatory trip and found out exactly where Malawi was.